What's going on, everyone? It is your shaman, your sister in spirit, and your friend, Alicia Dunleavy here. And today I am coming out. So I'm coming out in a new way. For those of you that have been working with me, walking with me, you know that I have been waiting for the green light to begin to do my work in the way that I always felt called, which was to be a channel, right? I've been working with some very specific guides of mine for a very long time. And I have two guides that I will call Alpha and Omega. Okay, it's the divine masculine within me and the divine feminine within me that create this beautiful balance. And they call me to that all the time. And in this Alpha and Omega experience, I have finally realized that it's time for me to embody that in the most perfect way, which is to become a clear and perfect channel for that to speak. A lot of you, as my clients, have witnessed this channeling, um, and connection to these potent guides who have helped so many see and hear and feel and heal, right? And so now it is time for those spirit guides to have space to speak to all of those that are willing and ready to listen. And this is this is it. This is me. This is what's going on in my life right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take a few breaths and allow these energies of love flow through me. And there was really this continuation of a message from yesterday, from the full moon, and further messages that wanted to come through. So here we go. Okay. We love Alicia so much. Like we love that she listens to us, and we also love when she doesn't listen to us because it's very innocent and very sweet and beautiful. And what we wanted to come on here today to say is that there was a continuation of the message from yesterday that really wanted to come through. And the first part of the message was in yesterday's channeling was really understanding that there is a opportunity, simply an opportunity for those that are spiritual practitioners to really begin to ground and anchor into a practice of integrity and ethics, right? What is important to you? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Is it one of harm? Is it one of healing? Is it one of both? And understanding how to clearly communicate to that, because neither way is right or wrong, right? It's only truth. If you are a practitioner that works with triggering and activating and discomfort, we love you. Be that. Say it. Own it. So that way, those that are meeting you can fully understand what your medicine is. There is a medicine there, and it is yours to embody and to live out here, because really all of it is good. Those of us that are afraid to own that part of self, right? That is a certain level of self-awareness and acknowledgement, and maybe some shadow play, shadow work that wants to be dove into. And with that being said, like, then that's all that needs to be done. So when we are talking to the practitioners that are going to step forward to help bring forward this new wave of spiritual depth, right? All we're asking are some questions for you to reflect on in order for you to have the opportunity to embody and live in a soul-aligned life and business through true and pure authenticity. Now, as we were listening back to Alicia delivering the message, there were hints of this in there. but we wanted to recover, and we wanted to rediscover, and we wanted to unblanket, and we wanted to, all of the words, be able to also recognize the responsibility of the client. We want to eliminate blame culture as much as possible. So if you have a practitioner that maybe is still growing and learning, right? Not pointing the finger and saying, I had a bad practitioner. I had a bad mentor. They didn't do this. They didn't teach me how to be more empowered. They didn't. Each mentor and teacher that comes into your life has very unique jobs. Very unique jobs that you, as a soul, have decided to collide with. You as a star decided to collide with another star to create an explosion of possibility and opportunity. Though the gentle warning, right? Not a warning, but reminder, awareness, is that as you enter into a student mentorship partnership, that you decide ahead of time that you are not going to give over your power, but you will stay open to receiving what it is that you need to receive, and anything that does not resonate with you must be left behind. Because what happens is, as you come into contact with people that have been developing their spiritual body and energy body, there is a potency to their presence. There's a potency to everybody's presence, because we're all spiritual beings having a human experience here, right? If we really wanted to get into it, whether you're meeting a mentor or not, all of us are responsible for the words that we are saying, because all of them carry energy. And when you set a certain intention with them, then we're talking about people that you're bumping into in traffic. We're talking about loved ones that have betrayed you. We're talking about every word you speak is a spell, is an activation, is an invitation for divine happenings to happen. And this is why so much suffering is going on in the world, right? So you as the student are also the master. You are the master playing the role of student in order to continue to go through these cycles of mastery. And sometimes one of the levels of mastery might be giving up your power to a mentor in order to relearn your true power, and also to relearn humility inside of your spiritual practice as well, which is a beautiful gift. And sometimes what we can heal even deeper than that is the recognition that there was a portion of our lives when we were kids, and the adults took care of everything. They were the authority, right? You as a child were so deeply involved with your feminine energy, with your omega energy, and you projected onto your parents, or maybe your parents projected onto you, the concept of alpha, and that you two were separate. That sometimes that program still gets carried with you, that dogma of a hierarchy still gets carried with you, and that's okay. Because maybe for the first time, you are learning how to completely deconstruct that program within yourself. And when you can do that within yourself, then you can do that on a social level. But everything always starts within. And knowing that by doing it within, that is the social activism, because you are part of the social. You are one of those. Energetically, by freeing yourself from the concept of the hierarchy, right? Hierarchy, hierarchy does not mean dissolving respect and honor. It does not mean dissolving the concepts of understanding and wisdom in another human being or another soul. That's not what that means. Hierarchy is asserting some level of power. It is and thus disempowerment as well. Right? Those are the two, it's the coin. Empowerment and disempowerment are two sides to the same coin. And in the hierarchy, that comes up. But when we are just simply acknowledging the wisdom, the truth, the experience, and another being, without disempowering our own truth, our own wisdom, our own experience, this. And it doesn't have to be, oh, well, they should know better. Should they? Maybe your wisdom is that. Maybe they have all of this wisdom, and yours is, I know differently than that. Because better is also creating what? A hierarchy. I know differently than that. And it works best for me. And when we continue to own that, then we can continue to get into alignment with communities that are ultimately creating a certain level of balance and harmony through all of it, through all of the social movements, through all of the movement itself. There comes a time where the elders contain so much knowledge, but there also comes a time when the new babies are actually carrying the new spirit of what's being called forth for the planet, for the society, for the world, right? And so there's a beautiful, intricate dance of knowing where to assert your truth. And notice how we specify your truth, right? The collective truth. And when to surrender to opening your mind up to other perspectives. And the only way to really do that is to continue to anchor into spirit, right? And there are certain levels to spirit. There's ego, the spirit of ego. There's the spirit of your highest self. There's the spirit of the collective self. And more, right? I'm just hitting 3 here. We hope that this message makes sense. We know that this message makes sense. Alicia hopes that this message makes sense. And as we continue to be given the space to speak openly and freely, as this embodiment that is Alicia allows us to continue to speak and to share concepts that are not meant to tell you what to do, but to offer questions for you to answer within your own paradigm of reality, of truth, knowing that your truth is going to shift forever as you get more experiences, as you have more life, as you change and grow. And we walk with you in all of that. And that's really our goal, right? Is ultimately to realize that there is no right or wrong way. You only came here to grow and evolve. That's it. And sometimes what you're missing are the right questions or the right things to ponder, or not the right, even using that wordage or that verbiage, right? Sometimes you're just missing the question to activate you into deeper understanding. And that's our goal. And so with that, the brain reactivates and Alicia is back, and and so it is, And as Alicia, what do I say? I say, what a time to be alive. In this place where we get the opportunity to really be who we are. There's a big S self in me that is the Alpha and Omega. And there is little self Alicia. There's a little S self who is experiencing the human experience and rocking it with you. You know what I mean? And through being the observer and allowing both to flow within me, I find that the observer is freedom and love. Yeah. And that's it for me. And that's all for now, folks. So peace and love. It is your shaman, your sister in spirit, and your friend Alicia Dunleavy here. Feeling vulnerable, feeling brave, feeling true to self, feeling honest. Yeah. Peace and love, everyone. Bye.